Teresa, hey, congratulations for the Reef Stalked.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited for it to finally be coming out.
I know it's such so intense and so much physicality in this film
Yeah.
for yourself. But let me ask this initial question: what initially attracted you to be in a shark movie in the first place?
Oh gosh. It's funny. I don't know if it was the fact that it was a shark movie or if it's the way that the script read, where it didn't feel like it fit that obvious formula of a shark movie. I think that's what drew me to it. Usually when I'm reading a script, if I find that as I'm going, I'm already picturing myself as the character that I'm reading, I know that there's something in that. There's like a connection to it. And so, yeah, I just read this all the way through and kind of thought this is something really powerful and cool in like this combination of a thriller shark film. So I'm like, if it happens, that'd be great.
So, how much experience did you have of kayaking and diving before you take on this role?
I was not professionally trained, I can tell you that. I've only ever done it really like, just out and while I'm just kind of enjoying holidays and things like that. Nothing really that you could call a skill. So the kayaking, we had about a week of just this intense training, if you could call it that, learning how to change direction and all of that. And yeah, I do some pretty impressive reverse kayaking in the film. So it's something that we were lucky to get taught those kind of things, but it was really just this, learning the basics.
Well, how about this? What do you knew about sharks before this movie?
About, oh gosh, only that, I think it's such a funny thing because I've never seen one in real life, which is probably a good thing. I don't know. But all I'd known is that there is this potential of them being pretty dangerous. The more I got to kind of learn about them as we were filming and everything, I tried to kind of expand my knowledge a little on it. And so you do find that some of these attacks are kind of like freak attacks. But yeah, I guess in this film, we just get very unlucky.
So, were you pretty pleased that you only had to face CGI sharks or no sharks at all? I'm not even sure what you were looking at in the ocean.
Well, yeah. So again, I'm not sure how much they want me to reveal their secrets, but it was actually a combination of things. So we did have some physical things in the water that resembled a shark to respond to. And so whenever you would see even just like, a fin in the water or something like that, it's crazy how much your brain just sort of sees that, and it's like an instant emotional reaction. So some of it, yeah, imagination was not necessary. You see it and it's almost like your body just responds.
Tell us about the physicality and the stunts you have to go through. I know acting is tough, but this is even tougher than anything else.
Yeah, it was a really intense shoot. And also I was lucky to know that we were like filming and the dates in mind. I had about, I think, almost 2 months notice. So I already knew that I wanted to really make her seem like this believable, almost athlete. This group of girls are really capable and skilled in their own ways of getting out there and just enjoying the outdoors. So I made sure that I did a bunch of swimming and all of that, getting out there, and had a coach that was pretty intense, and he was awesome. And it just kind of gave me something else to really just shooting, not focusing on the emotion. I wanted it to just be a given. So yeah, that was its own thing. The stunts and the physicality, where we kind of wanted to get all of that kind of in line before we started filming.
How much do you film at a time? Your work schedule, was it like 2 hours in the water, or was this out in the ocean or a tank, or how did this all work for you?
2 hours sounds lovely. We were out there for sometimes 8 to 10 hour days, and it was about 5 6 weeks of filming. So yeah, we were out on the water for a very long time, And it was kind of up to us to really kind of check in with how we were feeling, and if we needed to get out of the kayaks just to sort of steady ourselves as much as we could. That was something that we just had to also be thinking about, because that brings its own challenge, that once your body starts like feeling a way that's fighting against what you're trying to do in a scene, you just don't want to get to that point. So yeah, it was a very many long days.
And I'm curious, because being Australian yourself, which part of Australia was it? Because whatever it is, it looked beautiful out there, and to us, it looks safe.
I know. Well, it was actually really safe. So I'd never been to this part of, so it's in Queensland, and it's called Bowen, which apparently it's also where a bunch of other films have actually gone to shoot. I think Baz Luhrmann's Australia was filmed there. There's another film that was shooting right after us with, I think, George Clooney and Julia Roberts. Like, it was a very popular place, I guess, because it's so quiet but also so picturesque. And the locals are really welcoming to the film industry as well, which was awesome. But yeah, Bowen, Queensland, just near the Whitsundays.
Most excellent. And one more thing, when you get a project like this, do you treat it as work or vacation, or both? Workcation?
Definitely work. I'm one of those people where I almost have to be in like a very specific mode to like really feel like I'm doing a project justice. And so yeah, it wasn't much of a holiday, but I told myself that once the shoot was done, that I would have earned at least some time out by the water that wasn't while I was also in this like elevated sort of anxious state that's required for the filming. But yeah, I did get to enjoy it for a few days after the shoot, which was so good, because I think I got to also have memories that were just as myself.
That is terrific. Well, I'm glad to hear that you completed this project nice and smooth, and you're never afraid of the water.
Well, I wouldn't say that, but yeah, it's definitely been a great experience.
Most excellent. Well, Teressa, hey, thank you very much. Appreciate you talking about the Reef Stalked. Can't wait for everyone to see this horrific movie.
Thank you so much. Take care.